The number one question was why. I think there became a lot of whys along the way. Michael and I both went for different reasons. The first mile, the very beginning, such excitement, just wanting to get on the PCT and get miles under my belt. Letting go of the labels of, oh, you're a new hiker, this is your first hike, these are your first 20 miles or your first 50 miles. Getting rid of those labels and those sharp words that we put on ourselves was symbolic of getting rid of labels when we left home. How did my mind deal with the emotions? There were so many different emotions every day, no matter where we were. Whether it was physical or emotional, there was feeling, there was crying, there was laughter, there was talking, there was connection, there was eye contact, there was smiling, there was gratitude, different kind of gratitude. Gratitude for a flat place to set up a tent and that it was dry. Gratitude that every night I went to sleep peacefully. We met amazing people, the hundreds of people, the hikers, the people who picked us up for rides. I've learned that there is nothing like hiker love. This is such an epic moment in most people's lives. You know, we weren't the only ones who sold everything and just devoted our whole lives to this hike. It's just such a really big deal. My body physically hurt every day for 4 months. I didn't know the pain that could come out of my body. It was so intense. Oh, I miss my kids fierce. Thinking about them and not being able to text or call. Getting random messages when we would get into a town or on top of a mountain that had signal. And so not knowing how old the message was and trying to get back to people and keep in touch and having daily life worries while on a through hike and being very helpless to people that you care about was very challenging. I have never been so humbled and so grateful for the kindness of strangers. The kindness people will do who don't even know you, they're not related to you, they don't owe you anything, they don't want anything in return. My backpack was like excruciating. It was as bad as the physical pain that I carried. I had to learn how to walk with poles. We didn't get along very well at the beginning. A lot of moments that took my breath away were picturesque. A mountain or come around the corner and there's like this epic open view of water and trees and mountains and the colors, and I mean it's just spectacular. Words and pictures do not do justice. You cannot capture. I don't think hitchhiking is something I want to do again. I mean, we could hardly get rides. It was very easy for some people and it was not easy for others, and it was not easy for us. The trail. The hardest thing about the trail. No, the hardest thing physically about the trail was just the amount of pain that you endure every day and the amount of miles that you really need to walk, make progress. The emotions that come out of you that, you know, you don't know why. I mean, even the other day I was triggered by something really stupid and it went really deep. And, you know, so you get used to that happening frequently and you just learn how to cry and process it faster, and, you know, it doesn't hang around and stick around as long. I feel like my life has been the trail my whole life. To choose to walk something as difficult as I did is like choosing to rewalk my life again, and I don't ever want to go backwards. Switchbacks are the story of my life on the PCT. I loved them at Scissor Crossing because the wind is amazing, and I love the wind, so the switchbacks, the back and forth, the whipping super fast winds, being thrown into the mountain or down the mountain if you don't know how to not roll down the mountain. I thought they were fun sometimes, but not in the snow when you can't see the trail. That's not fun. I didn't feel brave. Not any more brave than I've had to be in my normal life or anything. So if this was especially courageous or brave, no. I don't think normal people could sleep in tents for as long as we did. There's something very special about a thru hiker. Yeah, there were a lot of fires, a lot of devastating fires. During the trail, after the trail, long after the trail, right through the trail. Yeah, the fires definitely were in pain. You could feel it. You can feel the trees. You can feel the death. When you walk into a national forest that has been burned, it's like a spooky feeling. It's cold and dry. It's like you can feel the life has been taken out of it. I loved waking up in the woods every morning. I loved waking up in the woods every morning. It was fun. Didn't like leaving. I wanted to stay put. I'm a very earthy, stable personality, so once I have a home, it's probably where I'm gonna plant roots. So for me having to pack up every morning for 8 months, 9 months, and have to have a new home, about killed me. I'm very glad my husband and I went on this trip. I am so grateful. It's a little bit hard to be back in society, and it's when I have those moments of frustration, it's when I think, the PCT did not fix that part of me because I'm still reacting to something, and keep working on things and continuing to progress and be better and learn so I can be a better individual.